Hello YouTube. I didn't expect to be doing any more videos on this channel, especially after the last video that I did, but quite a few things have changed. So as you've probably gathered from the title of the video, I have a second set of match betting accounts, so I can start over with match betting. So I'll talk about more of that in a minute. Now I'm going to be looking at my notes on my other screen here, so if you see me doing that, that's what I'm doing. So I'm just going to do a little recap, because one of the things that has changed is that even after I did that video to say that I wasn't going to do any more, people are obviously finding my videos through YouTube, and I just kept getting subscribers every single day. There hasn't been a day gone by where I haven't had a new subscriber to this channel. It's hit over 500, and I got this thing from YouTube the other day saying, hey, you've got 500 subscribers. I'm like, what, really? And I also kept getting the occasional comment on that last video saying, oh, I'm going to miss your videos, and you know, if there's a way you could carry on, and so forth. So as a recap, because I know that probably half the people on this channel have never seen any of this before, because you're new. So basically what happened was I started match betting at the end of August last year, 2018, and at the time I was a complete newbie. I'd never done any kind of betting of any kind. I didn't have any interest in sports or horse racing, football, anything like that. I still don't. And so I went into it as this complete newbie, not knowing what to expect, but I actually did very well. And over the next few months I made good money, and I tracked it all on these videos. I did a video every single week, and I think I got up to about £3,500 by the time I finished doing them. And then at the end of December, something happened. My Betfair account got hacked, and someone had somehow got in there and basically spent 650 quid on a hand of blackjack. Now I got the money back, but at the time I was feeling quite grumpy about that. I suspected that maybe it was somebody from my channel who had done it, and I have no evidence of that. I don't know if that's the case or not, but I'm not really grumpy about it anymore. And also, this is kind of an aside, but I was in Tenerife at the end of December. I was in Tenerife for 2 months. I had the good fortune to be able to spend a couple of months there. My lifestyle allows me to travel when I want to, and so I don't really like the British winter, so I went to Tenerife for January and February, and of course I wanted to go out and explore, but also the Wi-Fi where I was staying was absolutely terrible. It was so slow, and uploading videos was a nightmare. When I uploaded a video, I'd have to leave my computer on literally all night long to get it to upload, because if I tried to do it during the day, I couldn't do anything else on the internet connection. So I was just kind of thinking, oh god, it's going to be such a pain to do videos. And so because I'd been hacked, I'd also been gubbed from almost every major bookie. I've now been gubbed from 14 major bookies. I've hardly got any left. So I wasn't doing match betting anymore, and I was in Tenerife, and I had this shitty Wi-Fi, so I thought there's just no point, so I stopped. But now I have the opportunity to start over. So as you can probably tell, I'm very enthusiastic about match betting. I think it's absolutely brilliant. It is easy money. I've made thousands of pounds from it. And this is from someone that doesn't know about football and horse racing. I've never watched it in my life. I have no interest in it. So I went around and told everyone. Obviously I've done the channel, but I've told all my friends and family. Now, not many people actually did it. There are only, out of all the people I told, only 2 people actually started, and I might do a video on that. But anyway, one of my friends who started it, he's a big football fan, and so he was interested in doing it because he already had like a Sky Bet account, and he would mug bet every now and then. He would just put a bet on, and he watches the football and he liked it. But his problem was that he doesn't have a computer. The only computer he's got in his house is a laptop, which his son uses for his homework, and so he was trying to do the whole lot on a mobile phone. He didn't even have a tablet, and so he's trying to use Odds Monkey, Smarkets, the bookies, all on this tiny little screen. Now I'm a computer user, and I have big screens. I've got like a 24-inch monitor. I have a big setup here. I've actually got 2 laptops. Actually, I've got 3 laptops. That's a different story. So I'm a PC user. I could not imagine trying to do it all on a little phone, because of course on a computer you can have multiple screens up. You can be watching like Odds Monkey and Smart Kids the Bookies all at the same time. Trying to do that on the phone and switch between them. So he didn't want to continue. Now, he managed to make about £400, and that was just on football. He didn't touch horse racing because he's a bit nervous about it. It's a bit of a shame, really, because he didn't do anything over the Cheltenham Festival, which we've just had last week. But anyway, he got to a point where he said, right, well, I've done enough. I don't really want to do it anymore. And I said, are you sure? I said, look, I've made thousands with this. Keep going. He goes, yeah, but it's such a nuisance. I said, all right, then, well, if you don't want to do it, can I have your accounts? He said, yes. So I am taking over his accounts. Now I am going to do a whole different video on this, because I do still have a handful of my own accounts, but I have done very, very little match betting over the past couple of months. One thing that I talked about in my last video is that my focus now is on trading, and that is still the case. Let me see where I was going to talk about that. Yeah, I'll talk about that in a minute. So, yeah, now I've got the opportunity to do match betting again. Well, I'm gonna go for it again and see if I can make a few more £1,000 with the match betting. I'm still doing the trading. Now, a few people have asked me if I'm going to do a channel on trading, and the answer to that is no, or certainly not yet, because trading is hard. It's not like the match betting where I was just making money from day one. Trading, I am still struggling with. I have been doing it now for about 4 months and I'm still not getting anywhere. Well, I'm kind of making progress, but I'm still not seeing a consistent profit. I couldn't put out a video and say, use this strategy and make money. I'm not there yet, and so I will not make, there's no point in me doing a channel if I can't offer any value, if I can't teach anything. You know, if all I'm doing is losing money, it'd be almost a disservice to do a channel, because other people are just going to do the same. So this channel will always be about matched betting. If I do a trading channel in the future, it'll be a separate channel, and of course I'll talk about that. Now, there are going to be some things which are different going forward. It is probable that somebody who, you know, the person that hacked my accounts has got something off my videos. People have told me that I don't edit my information out very well. So obviously I'll try and do that better. But more to the point, what I have done is I've secured all my accounts. You know, I've now got a unique random password on every single account. I'm using 2-factor authentication, like on the exchanges. I always log out my accounts. You know, I'm a lot more careful with it. But you see, now I've got a different advantage. These gubbed accounts, I can now use those to showcase on videos. So for example, if Coral were doing an offer and I wanted to show it and I needed to be logged into their site, well, I could just log in on my account, which is now gubbed and has no money in it. I don't care if I show personal information on that, because no one's going to get anything, because, you know, it's a dead account. Whereas I will never, ever, ever show this new set of accounts. That will be completely private. That will never to be shown. Of course, different name, different address, different everything is not connected to me in any way at all. So I feel a bit more confident about doing the videos without worrying. I'm not worrying about someone trying to hack in and steal my money. So yes, I will be a little bit more cautious, obviously, with the videos. Now, profit diaries. The profit diaries were kind of the bread and butter of what I did on my channel. You know, I did a diary every single week showing how much profit I made and highlighting, you know, where the main profit came from. So of course I want to continue that going forwards. Now, that's going to be different because now I've got my accounts, which won't make very much at all, and then I'm going to have this new set of accounts. But I can't separate them because I still only have one exchange account. I'm only going to have one Smarkets account. I'm not going to have 2 Smarkets, one for my friends' accounts and one for mine. I'm just going to use the one exchange. And so the money, it's all going to be mixed up. But that's how it is. You know, this is my channel where I show what I am doing, and this is what I am doing. I am taking on a new set of accounts and I'm going to carry on match betting, and I'll show what profit I make doing that. But I'm where before I had the week numbers, or week 2, week 3, week 4, obviously I can't do that anymore because there's been a gap of something like 10 weeks. So I'll just number them. So the next one will be like number 18. Rather than week 18, it'll be number 18. And I'm going to do like a catch-up one where I'm just going to fill in the gap over what's happened over the last 10 weeks, which is not a lot in terms of match betting. So one of the things that is great is that I get to start over from scratch with a brand new set of accounts. Well, they're not quite brand new because obviously my friend has gone and done the welcome offers on those accounts which he's got, and he's done a few bets here and there trying to do the bet clubs, but he hasn't done much. But you see, now I have the benefit of hindsight. I have got 6 months of match betting experience behind me. You know, I've got dozens and dozens and dozens of bookmaker accounts and casino accounts. I've made thousands of pounds, but now I get to start again. And so one question I ask myself, and I'm sure people will ask, would you do anything differently? And the answer is, of course, yes. There are certain things which I'll do differently. And if I do, that's where I'll do a video. So, for example, one of the things that comes to mind straight away is William Hill. William Hill is my favourite bookie. And I am pretty sure I know why I got gubbed. And so I'm going to do a video on that and explain how I'll treat this second account a little bit differently to hopefully keep it longer, because it was by far the most profitable bookie. So I think that will be useful to people, you know, getting the chance to start again. Now, another thing I'm going to do a video on, which I think will be very interesting to a lot of people, is that I am going to do a video showing all the technicalities about how I'm going to run multiple accounts. Because this is one of those things, people don't like to talk about it. You know, if you go onto like the Odds Monkey forum or the Team Profit Facebook group and you start talking about multiple accounting, you're going to get your post deleted. It's like this taboo subject which no one likes to talk about. The only person that I know of that talks about it frequently is another channel on here on YouTube called Arb Hunter, and he just really talks things how it is. There's no bullshit on his channel. He's just very honest, very down to earth. I highly recommend you check out his channel. But he'll talk about it frequently, but he always says, like, you know, no one else does. And so, but do you know, I don't know why people are so scared of it. It's not illegal. It's just that the bookies don't like it. You know, if the bookies find out that one person is operating more than one account, well, they'll shut them both down. That's what will happen. So of course I don't want that to happen. But it's not illegal. You know, there's no fraud. Well, I don't think so anyway. And if there is, well, you know, whatever. I don't care. So, yeah, I'm going to be showing exactly what I'm doing in order to hopefully stay under the radar. And I think that'll be quite an important video because, you know, you hear people talking about doing match betting and making thousands a month, and you think, how are they doing that? The only way they can do that is by running multiple accounts, but no one talks about it. Now, to be clear, I'm only going to be doing one set of additional accounts. Now, there's been another couple of family members, like my brother has said to me, oh, you can use mine. So I thought, oh, okay, cool. But I don't want to try and do a load at once, because if I tried to run like 3 or 4 sets of accounts at once, that would get complicated. And of course, I know that they're all going to get gubbed eventually. You know, this is never going to last forever. So what I'd rather do is kind of use one primary set of accounts, which is now going to be my friend's accounts, bleed it dry, wait until they're almost all gubbed, then move on to another set. And I'm just going to carry on doing this and see how long I can carry on for, see how many family members and friends I can convince me to use their accounts. So yeah, this has been like a surprise to me. I wasn't expecting to come back to this channel, but the opportunity to start match betting again with a new set, I cannot resist. And I know people want the information, because otherwise I wouldn't be getting subscribers and I wouldn't be getting people saying, oh, I'm going to miss your videos. So yeah, so thank you very much to everyone who continues to subscribe. You know, hello, I'm Caroline, by the way. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. And yeah, I hope you find it useful. So the next 2 videos, one of them is going to be a profit diary showing where I'm up to, and the other one is going to be the one on the multiple accounts. So I'm looking forward to starting again, and that is it for this video.